7 and 3. I'm excited to see this walk battle now between KD and ZOWIE.
Yeah, most definitely, especially when you do consider, that was kind of the key to success for North when they met Vitality last time around. We saw KD falling out of his mind in that series, and that was what was required to get ZOWIE on the back foot. Now this time, he's posted up over in towards the apartments, able to land that shot onto AZ. So once again, man advantage taken early on for Vitality. Anywhere that North try and take this aggression, they're running into these Vitality players and not able to win their fights. Once more, that pressure now applied toward the B-bomb site. You can see the effect this has had. Valdez have to rotate away from it. Instead now opting to play inside of this B-bomb site. Katie now peels off as well, and that leaves Gade on his lonesome A. Issue they're going to face is MBK up in Palace. He's been playing this one every...
And the fact that, he is allowed to potentially get an immediate reply if anything happens elsewhere, then that position does kind of become very, very valuable to Vitality. Now sneaking down through middle, and no one here from North to keep an eye on that fact. It's going to be Valda and Cadian who have to try and contend with this connector push.
Gate smokes off the ramp as well, but no one's coming from there. 30 seconds as Vitality make their presence known. They line up the gate, but still 2 entries behind it. Despite low HP on RPK, Vitality have another bomb site, and North, they have another save. They can't even go for it. Apex will kill his teammate. Vitality clearly love that. You can see that nade just clip the corner of the missile silo in the spawn. Unfortunate, but it won't cost them the round because North are already on the save. They're already deep within the B bomb site. Vitality's conditioning of North by continually hitting B in these man advantage situations caused them to go for another heavy stack, and as a result North get caught out by the change of pace, the rotation back towards A. So 8-1 here, Harry. Yet to see any kind of response from North on this CT side, and again with these constant saves, it somewhat not forces you to continue buying up, but definitely tempts you to do so. So really, with North only holding 2 guns here, they can drop.
Yeah, I mean, you imagine they're going to, right? Because at some point you do have to start getting back into this game. I mean, you can't just keep saving forever. We will see this buy come in, and yeah, the weapons dropped across. Maybe from North this time we see them switch things up. Maybe try to go for that mid-aggression. That was something that worked for them in rounds prior. Almost. KD was able to do a decent job there. Because that's kind of been the real issue, is they haven't been able to really hold a presence anywhere on this map. Vitality have been given a lot of room to maneuver, been allowed to get very, very comfortable. This time North stacking 3 players over at this A bomb site. Does look like it's going to be the right call to make. Ooh. Oh. Canadian somewhat smokes himself off. ZOWIE and RPK immediately finding openings. Now the double man under Palace, that's something that could catch Vitality unaware. They've already found a man here, so will they be ready for Valda? As he looks to avenge Gade, his fallen brethren, and he lets ZOWIE cross. Valda, sneaky as ever, 2 kills coming quickly, and Valda sprays down everybody. The trigger discipline, the perfect play, and that double man hold down under Palace does go unnoticed, so North cementing a 2nd round.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Vitality, considering, as you said, they've had MBK and the Palace near enough every single round on this T side, and the one time they go for a full A execute with a mid-split, there's no one in Palace to molly under bulk. Now, of course, you can throw that rebound molly in from Tetris, but as you said, after Gabe made his presence known, Vitality assumed it was cleared. They assumed they'd gotten that only kill from the A player. Now it's North bouncing back with their 2nd round, and they've got to keep this going because they don't want Vitality to crush their money and get that reset. Cadian smoked off in the connector. He can't find a mid-pick, and the flashes pressure him back, so he's got to give that up. Again, middle control taken by Vitality. They've had a great job of doing this round after round. Kiebi close in the connector, and they won't check it. Apex runs right by to his death, so a man advantage for North, and Kiebi tries to get a little bit done, but it won't work out. It's a flank and spawn, and this round is going crazy. Vitality caught out on all edges of the map. Cadian hitting a shot with the AWP, and while ZOWIE will pressure him off, surely this one's a little bit too much to ask for.
Yeah, as incredible, as inhuman as we've seen this man look, this one surely is too much to ask, and indeed it is. North, a 3rd round, going to be confirmed here over on the CT side. And now you got, I mean, difference there in that round, right? As you see, they give up mid, but that's because this time around they have Valder down in those lower tunnels. He went on a big flank. What that meant was is that they were allowed to rotate that player off of B. They had a 4-man hold, so many crosshairs able to take flight and find those frags down in mid. On the back of the information play from Valder, not just sitting top of the server and also being the man to get all the information for his team. Buy is available to Vitality at the very least, but in comparison to what we're used to seeing from them, this really isn't a very strong buy. ZOWIE even going to get relegated down to a Galil.
It's an important buy nonetheless, though. They can still pick it up with just these rifles. We've seen these fast B plays time after time for Vitality in the past. Early triple B setup here, and Cadian locks down mid with a tag to ZOWIE. That Molotov will not force him out into the open because ZOWIE predicts it and moves back behind middle. Does not want to be up for the chopping block. Hazy's even boosted up as well because we did have that early triple B play, so it allowed for Valdi to lock down the apartments while Hazy gets aggressive on Cat. They should know that ZOWIE's tagged up, and Valdi's even won his duel towards B. I like the switch up of positioning. Put your star player in the position where North have been having problems. So Valdi wins his fight. Apex is off boost by Underpass, gets Cadian. Now the mid pressure really is off here for Vitality. We've not got anyone fighting towards it, but as I say that, they move 2 players back into the window. AZ's still up on Catwalk with this AWP, and therefore A, well, Vitality don't know it, is looking like the best choice right now. And MBK, another crucial swinging entry, pulling back the advantage for Vitality, and a smoke towards the spawn will cut off any potential of North challenging him here. He's just trying to keep up the pressure, and the thing is, North have given up B in the meantime, so Vitality with 3 players walking right into a near empty bomb site.
Only AZ here, and he has had a bit of a problematic time over at B. With the AWP, he's trying to make a stand, flanked on round. Is RPK to pick it up, but Valder now arriving at short. Bomb dropped. 30 seconds left on this clock, and North, they're in with the rotation. It falls to MBK. The man has been exerting all that pressure over at A, been causing North so many problems. Now left once again to his own devices in a 1-on-2. Valder's over at bench, and he does have this crossfire set up with Kiobi. MBK making noise, and Valder peeking wide. Just going to take the fight straight up. The double peek would have come in from Kiobi had Valder been dealt with. So the trade should have been found. A very difficult round for MBK to try and get back into.
Valder is on form today, and that's a terrifying sign for Vitality. He's currently sitting at the same amount of kills as the next 2 best players on his team. So definitely the player that you want stepping up into a crucial matchup that decides your qualification to the new challenger stage of the major. And that's broken the money of Vitality. So pistols upon pistols as North just start to get back into the CT side. That's a great start though. Apex, he's dropped Valdi in middle. We need someone to step up, and Cadian will answer the call. Gade even winning his duel in through a ramp. So it was a bit of a scary start for North, but they bounced back quite well within a few seconds. RPK may have found himself into the connector, but Gade will not let him pass. So we're trying to get out onto A, and this orb's already here for Cadian. So right now it's coming all up North. Alex now, what can he do?
Up in his apartments is a very lonely round for Alex, and yeah, he's in this 1v4. There is a man over at short. AZ keeping an eye on it. Homed in with that AUG. We've seen how deadly this weapon has become, how into the meta it is now. We're very much in an AUG meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, for North. Augmented reality CT side is working brilliantly. Since getting these weapons in hand, they've looked very, very good. Valder seems so comfortable with it. And yeah, it's just AUGs across the board. Cadian on the AWP. That's a sight you never thought you would have seen a couple of, I was going to say years ago, but even months ago.
Yeah, it's the scoped kids on the block here for North. And Vitality do have that AWP again in the hands of ZOWIE. No armor, so watch out for those bombs. We'll be going for that fast mid pick. North would like to challenge this window time and time again, but he'll just hold on to the connector. Ooh. Through the legs of his teammate. And even Cadian's gone aggressive here in the Palace. A nice switch up of things, trying to stop MBK from doing what he's been doing best this game. However, he's not there now. It's a fast mid play with Valdi by the smoke, and he is just tearing through these Vitality players. 3 kills on that AUG. it almost isn't fair.
I mean, this is kind of exactly what you need to see. We needed to have a player be stepping up for North, and Valde really showing up at the right time here to allow for this recovery. Let's not forget, I mean, this was an 8-1 scoreline at one point in time. North winning the last 4 in a row, looking like they might make it 5 consecutive rounds in order to have really salvaged this CT side half. Of course, top-rated player of the EU minor thus far is Valde. Coming in just behind him is ZOWIE, the man over on Vitality right now. So this really is the clash of the Titans.
Valde's just not giving up, is he? 4 frags into middle this round. He's about to find his 20th, and we're not even 1 half in. Could be the ace if he finds Alex, and yeah, there it is, Valde, an ace, shutting down the full buy of Vitality. Almost looks too easy for him. 8-6 here. North have recovered it fantastically from this start. The Vitality did show us on the T side. Good adaptation, good bit of aggression we've seen. Switch up of positions with Valde, controlling B when Vitality have gone towards that in recent rounds. And now, an awkward spot where we're going into the last round of the half of Vitality, but look at their money. They can barely get a full buy. I mean, they can't get a full buy.
Yeah, they're really going to be struggling. And actually, Apex, even making that decision to pick up the Galil is one that's maybe a little bit surprising. He was one of the 2 players who could have afforded an AK. So Vitality making it a priority to go for that extra utility. I'm really liking this, almost rivalry between Valde and ZOWIE to be the top performer. If you recall, the best performance we've seen in a half thus far in the EU minor was ZOWIE when he went 22-6 on Nuke versus North. Valde now sits 20-5. He's looking to try and outdo a little record that ZOWIE set for them. Trying to show that anything he can do, Valde can do better.
Oh, look at this aggression as well. AZ attempted this in a few rounds prior, but this time he's actually thrown in a bit of a hold towards the corner. Kiebi supporting and trying to bake them in. Now, Vitality do go towards this B site. They've not had to deal with this position before from AZ, so do they check it? That's the question. The deep utility has certainly alluded to the fact that North have some control here, and I think Alex is aware of that. So 4 players set up outside of B for Vitality. They've got to make that decision. Do we want to commit here so early on? Now, their buy is weak, so it does lend itself to a B execute. That being said, these SMGs are going to be lethal up close, so AZ, he's really got to hope that Kiebi can bail him out somewhat. Smoke's being lined up for Vitality. A solo man in the underpass to try and catch any potential aggression from North, but the re-smoke from Kiebi couldn't come at a better time. Putting a big halt on this push from Vitality. They don't care. They're going right through. The spray is there. The Molotov burning at their feet. And Kiebi, he needs no help. 3 kills from him. They do not expect AZ after that madness, and I don't blame them. Apex the last man up, and in through the smoke. It's going to be a 7th round. North, what a recovery. If this can continue, then I think we have a real game on our hands. But that's 1 half done. We've got a second to come. Join us after the break.